Hey, what's up, guys? Travis Littlejohn from Extraordinary Legacies here, and I just wanted to make a quick little video because a lot of people keep asking me, Travis, what is Forex? Travis, what is foreign exchange trading? So I just wanted to make a quick little video breakdown and try to put it in as simple of terms as I possibly can and just maybe help further a few people's perspective on it. So hope you get some value from it and check it out. So the first time that I made money trading in the foreign exchange market or with trading Forex, I didn't even have a clue as to what it even was. I was traveling to Paris, France for the first time ever. I was at the airport and I realized that I needed to exchange my US dollars for euros, which is obviously the currency that they use over there in France instead of American dollars. So I gave the lady at the counter $500 and she gave me back about 416 euros in return. And at first I thought she had like gypped me or something. But then I realized that 1 euro cost $1.20 because that's what the current exchange rate was at the time. But of course, I didn't know what an exchange rate was back then. I was just trying to go and have a good time in a foreign country, which I did. But check this out. When I returned back home about a week later and I exchanged the 40 euros that I had left over from my trip back in the US dollars, I found out that the exchange rate had actually changed again. It had jumped up from $1.20 for every euro to $1.40 for every euro. So if you do the math on that, I got back $56 in return instead of $48 in return, which is what I would have gotten back if the exchange rate would have stayed the same as it was when I had initially left for my trip. So that was actually about an $8 profit that I made completely unintentionally, because little did I know that while I was out and about enjoying my vacation and turning up in Paris, the value of the euro in relation to the US dollar was also turning up and rising up in value at the same time, which allowed for me to make a little come up in the process. Now obviously $8 isn't a lot of money and nobody would fly overseas and back just to make that insignificant amount of a profit, right? But see, today's technology gives people the opportunity to rapidly buy and sell currencies, almost like people buy and sell stocks. But instead of speculating on how well a company like, let's say, Amazon is going to do in the future, Forex traders speculate on how well they think a country like Europe's economy is going to do in the future in relation to another country's economy like the United States, for instance. See, in Forex trading, you're always simultaneously buying one currency and selling the other, in the same way in which I had to sell my dollars in order to buy my euros. And so that's why all currencies are listed in pairs, such as the EUR-USD, which is just the euro versus the US dollar. And the currency that is listed first in the pair dictates the basis for the trade. And so, for example, if I think that the euro is going to raise up in value versus the US dollar, I would want to execute a buy trade on that pair. And if I believe that the euro is going to decline in value versus the US dollar, then obviously I would want to execute a sell trade on that particular currency pair. So the reason why Forex trading can be so lucrative is because various factors such as economic events, geopolitics, and even random tweets from Donald Trump, believe it or not, cause the exchange rates to constantly fluctuate, which gives investors the unique opportunity to just hop online, buy and sell their chosen currency pairs. Then they wait for the exchange rates to move in the direction that they want them to go in, whether that be up or whether that be down. And then with just a click of a button, they can exchange those currencies back to the market when the exchange rate lands at the price point that they wanted to land at, and boom, that's what causes people to make a profit. But on the other hand, the market can also not go your way and you could lose your money as well. So it's definitely a double-edged sword. And that's why professional traders spend a lot of time analyzing price movement charts and paying attention to the news so that they can figure out when is the best times to buy and when is the best times to sell. However, right now there's another technological revolution taking place, and some of the smartest people on Wall Street are looking for ways to create powerful artificial intelligence trading softwares that could potentially execute these trades even more efficiently than humans can. And that's because of AI's distinct ability to quickly process large amounts of information, analyze patterns in the market, and also be able to execute trades in milliseconds even. And so you've probably seen some of my posts on social media where I've actually been testing out one of these AI trading softwares myself, and I've just been blown away by its ability to not only completely enter and exit trades on its own, but also its ability to produce consistent profits for me with very little supervision. And that's the reason why I'm so excited about it, because not only can it be a tool to help experienced traders supplement their earnings and minimize their losses, it's also a way for people like me who have virtually no trading experience whatsoever to potentially generate some significant passive income from the largest and most liquid financial market on the planet. So if you're interested in getting more information on that, just hit me up or click the link in the notes, or just go to the next video, just depending on which platform you're seeing this at. But hope you got some value from this, and peace and love.